For this lesson, we are going to take a look at the weaving practices of the Indian tribes of the Pacific Northwest. These tribes had made many woven things such as blankets, baskets, and mats. Today we are going to take a look just into mats to help us with our fall project. Woven mats were used to define each family's living space in the longhouse. To give them a sense of privacy, these woven mats were hung from the ceiling. Mats were also used as cushions, tablecloths, bath towels, and bed sheets. These mats were made of cedar bark strips or from the cattail plant. In the summer, the women collected materials to make mats and dried them in the sun. In the winter, they hung long pieces side by side and wove them together with a special mat needle carved for this purpose. They wove colored grass into these mats in carefully designed patterns to make their mats colorful and beautiful. These mats could not be washed. They were not sturdy enough to survive a good scrubbing. When mats became dirty, they were simply thrown away, and new ones were made. So for today's project, we are going to make a dinner table mat that is disposable just like the mats that the Native Americans used to make. So here is a simple mat that I made, and here's an example of a really complicated mat that I made with the Seahawks logo. But for today, we are going to be making this mat for your Thanksgiving dinner. All right, let's get started. You're going to need a large sheet of paper. This sheet of paper is 12 inches by 18 inches. You're going to need your scissors, a ruler, something black to write with, and a glue stick. It's also helpful to cut a few strips of paper beforehand to do your weaving. The first thing we need to do is draw the lines on our paper, so we're going to put aside our strips of paper, our scissors, and our glue, and just take out our marker and our ruler. We're going to need to make 2-inch sections, so we're going to need to put a dot on our paper at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and not 12 because that's the edge of our paper. So we're going to line it up with the top, and we're going to draw a dot at each of those numbers. Once we have done it on this side, we want to do it on this side as well so that we can draw a few straight lines in between. And we also need a 2-inch strip to begin our project, so I'm going to mark on the 2 on this edge, and I'm also going to put over here and mark a dot over on 2 on that edge. Now I'm going to connect our dots. This one will go vertically up and down 2 inches, and then we're going to connect this dot to this dot, this dot to this dot, and so on and so forth. But I need to find something longer because my ruler is a little too short. Let's see what I can find. Alright, well, I found a scrap piece of paper which I'm going to use as a makeshift ruler so I can just draw my lines. Now, it doesn't matter if they're perfect, but you want to get them as close as you can and line them up with the dot. So I'm going to line this first dot up with this first dot, and I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to do that for all of them, all the way down. Oh, my ruler is not working that well, but that's okay. Alright, so now that that's finished, you can put your marker and your ruler away, and you will need your scissors for the next part. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to cut along the line, but we want to stop at our 2-inch mark. So you want to cut from this side all the way down to the end, but you want to stop right where this ends. Now that we're finished with that, we can put our scissors away, and the last thing we're going to need is our glue stick and our strips of paper, and I can show you how we are going to weave this project together. To start off, I am going to put the blue one aside for now and only use the orange ones because I want the blue one for a special thing at the end. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take one orange strip of paper, and I want you to go underneath the first strip, over the second strip, underneath the third strip, over the fourth strip, underneath the 5th strip and over the 6th strip. So now we have your piece of paper, and it should look something like that. Now you want to push in your paper towards the edge as far as possible in order to make the weave tighter, and that's what you want for your mat. Now for the 2nd strip, you're going to do the same process over, under, but you're going to do it backwards. So I want you to go on top of the 1st strip, below the 2nd strip, on top of the 3rd strip, below the 4th strip, on top of the 5th strip, and below the 6th strip. And again, you want to push your paper all the way to the end so it's nice and tight like that. All right, good. I'm going to repeat this process, but you're going to do like strip number 1. You're going to go under your 1st strip. You're going to go over your 2nd strip. You're going to go under your 3rd strip. You want to come over your 4th strip. You're going to go under your 5th strip, and then you're going to come out on the top of your 6th strip. So it should look like that. Now, your pattern should look like a giant checkerboard, but if it doesn't, you probably have made a mistake somewhere and you might need to go back. Well, it looks like I made a mistake because this isn't the checkerboard pattern, right? So I need to start over and redo this one. So I accidentally went over this one, and I needed to go under this one, over number 2, under number 3, over number 4, under number 5, and over number 6. Okay, that looks much better. All right, now I can get back to work. Oops, it looks like I made a mistake again because the pattern's wrong. It goes blue, orange, blue, orange. Oh, I needed to go under this one and over this one. Okay, let me fix that. That looks better. All right, now that we're almost finished, I'm going to put the blue one in so both my sides look the same. I've decided to cut a blue strip. Now you need to do the same thing with this one as you did with the other ones, but you need to make sure it's the opposite pattern even though it's the same color. So for mine, I need to go over the 1st one, under the 2nd one, over the 3rd one, under the 4th one, over the 5th one, and under the 6th one. And now my mat is complete. So now that you have everything woven together, it's time to get your glue stick out. So what you're going to do is you're going to put glue underneath your orange tabs. So I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to put glue under this one, and then I'm going to glue it back down. I'm going to pick up this orange tab, I'm going to put glue under this one, and then I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to pick up this orange tab. Oh, see, I messed one up, so I might have to go back and redo that one. Then I'm going to put it down. Make sure you press nice and hard so that your mat will stay together. So this one I need to fix. It needs to come on top, and I'm going to glue it down, and I'm going to stick it together. Okay, very nice. All right, I'm going to do that same thing for the bottom. Now, the edge, you'll do the same thing. So the flap that is popping up, you are going to pick it up. You're going to put some glue underneath it. And you might have to hold it because this one is loose, and you're going to glue it down. Press nice and tight. All right, do the next one. Put some glue on it. Push it down nice and tight. Put some glue on it and push it down nice and tight. I have a little bit of problems with mine, but that's okay because it is a disposable placemat, so you will be getting rid of it later. The next step is you need to flip it over and do the exact same process on this side. All right, so there you have it. You have your placemat. Now you just need to let it dry, and you have something that you can set your Thanksgiving dinner on. And you can also throw it away when you're done because it is disposable. So that's our art project for today. Good luck on your art project and have a great November. Bye! And now you can watch a cool time lapse of me making this mat.